out of their respective occupations in order to lend their expertise and the capabilities to supporting our country moving to a better place than where we are now. We know that the challenge of corruption is a major one. In fact, His Excellency the President not long time ago did declare it as a national disaster. We know that as we take office this afternoon, the challenge that we're facing is not a small one, and that the expectations of the public, of us, of EACC, of all the institutions that are involved in fighting corruption, that those expectations are quite high. And we are aware that the road ahead is not a smooth one, but we do not go to give up, because as a number of people have said, corruption in our country is endemic. Perhaps we are at a place where we may not be able to get ourselves out. We refuse to accept that. We know that where there's a will, as indeed there is the will amongst my colleagues and amongst many well-intentioned Kenyans, we will take our country out of this hole and into a better direction. The ladies and gentlemen you've seen being sworn in here this afternoon come from diverse backgrounds. They've all got different track records in their careers, different expertise in their studies and in all of their qualifications. And the intention is that to start with, we're going to be harmonizing our approach to how corruption is fought in terms of how we contribute to it. We're going to end up with a refreshed approach to how we fight corruption, and we'll in due course be letting you hear about it. I must point out at this point that corruption isn't something that just the EACC is going to fight. Corruption isn't an issue that any one institution in government is going to be responsible for. I think it is fair to say corruption is the responsibility of all of us, whether it's individuals or institutions, to do our very best, contribute our part, and make sure that A, we reject it. And if you're in an institution, make sure that you keep it out of that institution and keep it away. In the next day or so, indeed in the coming days, what we're going to do is to engage with a number of stakeholders with a view to getting agreement on the refreshed approach that we believe will serve this country in reducing corruption. And once that engagement is done, and once the buy-in to that strategy is achieved, we believe it will be, we shall be, together with others, embarking on a re-energized effort to deal with this challenge. Ladies and gentlemen, it is early days. In fact, as you know, that the commissioners coming in today are all new, so it's going to take some time for all of us to gel, understand the context of EACC, understand the roles of all the other institutions, which indeed we must work with. But once we do that, we believe that the efforts that we bring forth, the capabilities we bring forth, will not be in vain, and that in due course we shall be seeing a better direction for Kenya in the fight against corruption.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kinisu. We wish you well. Next, I'll call upon the Honorable the Attorney General, Professor Githu Muigai, to make a few remarks. Professor Muigai.